revolution. Smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like and share this video, and leave comments down below. As the host of the show this morning, we like to present to you Take It to the Streets live morning show. The baddest, one of the baddest morning shows in the gig community. Ooh, we got a lot to talk about today. We have a lot to talk about today. Hold on, look like all of a sudden I got a text message. Have you noticed customers have hidden smarter by ordering shop and pay first and then adding on food orders? Wow, that's a good question. That's a good question. I haven't had that experience. Getting, not hidden. Okay, let me repeat it again. Have you noticed customers have been getting smarter by ordering shop and pay first, then adding food on the order? Good morning, Demetrius. How you doing this morning? We welcome you to the channel today and all others. That is a good question. As soon as I came on live, I got this question here. Have anybody else experienced this right here with their shop and pay deliveries? This driver, he had a situation here. Good morning, Hero Fix TV. Good morning. Glad to see you here this morning. Wow, I haven't had this experience yet, but it's something I'm going to check into. I'm going to read again what he had addressed in his text message. He just hit me with this text message right at 2 minutes ago as I was going live. Have you noticed customers have been getting smarter by ordering shop and pay first and then adding on food orders? Yes. They're trying to find, I guess, economical ways where they don't have to pay as much to try to get more for their buck when they pay. I want drivers to understand this. I'm a driver also. Approximately 98% of the drivers never use the Doordash customer app. And a lot of things we frown on about the customer, and we forget that we're a customer too. Even if we're not a customer on Doordash, Bike Squad, Uber Eats, Walmart Spark, okay, and any other apps, Amazon Flex, and etc. When we go to get gas, I guarantee all of us will raise our hand and say, we're going to go where we can pay less versus where we paying more if we are able. We're going to go search for that cheaper price, right, ladies and gentlemen? So I don't really want drivers to just keep nailing the customers in the head for that. Yeah, they savvy, yeah, they slick, yeah, they try to find ways to scam. So do drivers. So do merchants in the restaurants. With this case study, and I'm going to talk about right across the street over there. With the case study I'm doing with the EBT and EPO, with the Glitchgate Scandal that's been going on. Content creators want the content creators that's talking about Glitchgate to leave it alone. How can it be left alone when it's history in the making? All right, it's history in the making in the gig community space that no other community can touch but us. And somebody got to be the historian. Somebody got to hold the records. Somebody got to have the up-to-date records of these events happen to where months from now, years from now, get what I'm getting ready to say to you. Somebody going to want to know where the I's was dotted, the T's was crossed, where was the pause in the comma, where was the period at in the sentence. Somebody going to want to know these details. They're going to need someone here in this community to gather up the records as a historian and write the story. And also, when they write the story, introduce you to all the players that played in this game during the history of this community. A lot of content creators are involved. We talk about decline now movement, no tip, no trip movement, all of this. You're going to have some content creators that are going to one day probably be in the Hall of Fame in this community. You're going to have some content creators in this community going to also be on the wall of shame in this community. Somebody got to be the record keeper. Somebody got to write documents of information, meaning this content right here, and put people on notice on where you can find each one of these content creators living this experience, telling a story about these events that's happening in the history of this community. That's where I come into play. So yes, it's still necessary to talk about the Glitchgate Scandal because we haven't came upon the summary of the conclusion of that story. How did it affect drivers before? And how is it affecting the community afterwards is where we need to be with at this right now. Good morning. I forgot to call you back yesterday. I was busy. Brother, I'm not one of them content creators, man. When someone can't get back in touch with me, I'm all been out of shape. I know we all busy. You know, you're doing full time, brother, behind this wheel, you and your wife making your money. Then you're also a full-time content creator. Reason why I said that, look at all the videos you put out. You know how many the number is. You done told us so many times. So being a full-time content creator, full-time husband, full-time father, full-time gig worker, that's a lot on your plate, brother. And I understand it. That's why I don't get bent out of shape, bro. And I want other content creators to understand this. When you're trying to get in touch with the Doordash Revolution and he's not able to get in contact with you, my life is not just wrapped around one circumstance in my life. I'm a full-time father, full-time grandfather. You see what I'm saying? I do these gig apps. I'm not a full-time content creator, but the way I do my literary content, and I do it just like I do sermons, you got to put many hours in it of thought, brainstorming on all of that. Plus, I be in conference meetings with business entrepreneurs, other content creators, people out of town and all of that. I have a Google Voice phone number for a reason. When you call that Google Voice phone number, you're going to hear a business being introduced to you, craving for flavors. Delivery service, I believe. I have that set for a reason. That's my business line. A lot of people want my personal phone number to do business with. You got to deal with me on my business line, okay? Because we handling business. I done talked to quite a few of them. They said, man, we want your personal phone number. That's good and dandy. I got about 7 of them, okay? But I have a business line for a reason, to conduct business accordingly, all right? That's for some of the content creators that think that they're going to control the Doordash revolution. If I'm doing an interview with you, you got to meet me halfway. You got demands, I have demands. All right, so if you come up with an idea that you want to collaborate with the Doordash revolution, we got to meet each other halfway. Well, D-Rev, why is you saying all of this? Because all of this is going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. Projects that I'm working on. You know, some people want to be in the spotlight. That's good and dandy. You know, but if I'm interviewing you, you need to be on my channel. Now, if you wanted to be on your channel too, there's a way we can do that. We can have two channels going on at the same time. And we can deal with the issues on hand. But you the interviewee, I'm the interviewer. Just as simple as that. I think I need to put that message out there. You see, so we will meet some of your demands, but you got to also meet my demands. You know, if you feel like you can't trust the Doordash revolution, then maybe you don't need to be collaborating with the Doordash revolution. Just simple as that. Now, if I call you, we agree that I'm going to interview you, and you telling me you want it on your show, remember, you the interviewee. I'm the interviewer. So it's got to be on my show. Now, if you want it on your show, then you can do just like Torp and myself done, but we had a little flaws in there. We can have two shows going on at the same time. One thing you don't have to worry about with the Doordash revolution is he going to cross you out or not? Stop listening to these other people that you talking behind the scenes on. Talking about that I'm trying to get you set up so HotFactsWithRobertReese can run over you. Let's get that clear now. Okay? Now you should know me good enough, because I've been doing this thing for 2+ years now in this Doordash business here of content creating. And I just got to let you know that, people. So, yes, I can accommodate those things. Yes, I can meet you halfway on some demands, but you got to also meet mine as well. You know, so don't look at it as you going to be the host and I'm interviewing you. Let's get that understood. So if that's the case, I might as well be the interviewee and you be the interviewer. Simple as that. Now, we want to co-host and collaborate on topics at hand. Then it could be on either show. It could be on yours or it could be on mine. We could do a series, or we can run it at the same time with two channels. That's something else I want to get started. You see, because when Torp and myself did it, people was like, wait a minute, it feel like a multi-app, you know, but we didn't get it quite down perfect. But it'll work. You know, it'll work. So I thought I had to let that be made known today. What I want to talk about today, I done zip my jacket for a little bit. It's 44 degrees, 45 degrees here. Earlier this morning it was 33 here in the Mid-South area. This is going to be a powerful topic of discussion. And I'm going to tell you why it's so relevant that we just can't bury the Glitchgate Scandal just like that there. If we bury the Glitchgate Scandal just like that there, then we might as well bury all the history of the gig community right now, which means none of us exist. None of our experiences, none of our hardships, none of our anxieties, none of our battles would be meaningless. Then the community would be meaningless. Listen to me and listen to me good, because I'm getting ready to be the historian that write the history of the events that take place. We can't take nothing out. Everything got to be added in. So when I add people in the description box, We include you in the history that's on your perspective, that you have experienced in this community. Which meaning is we're not leaving you out. Get that understood. When I start doing ats at people and hashtag at people, that's what it's about. Then they can go in the description box, tap that blue icon, hear your story, find out about, okay, this is where part of this story came from. This content creator, that content creator, this happened to this content creator, that content creator, how did it affect the community in the whole? So no, the Glitchgate Scandal is not over. No, the Doordash revolution gonna start talking about it. And those that's tired of hearing about it, put some earplugs in, because I'm getting ready to speak about it. That's the bottom line. Now, Glitchdash, Thomas Shoebeck, let me get it right. Got deactivated, doing the glitch. Jeff Thomas Black, Torp, Glitchdash was the three that talked about this Glitchgate Scandal. Okay, you can check out Jeff Thomas Black videos and you'll find where it got started from. You can talk, then you can check Torp, then you can check Glitchdash. When he found out about it, he showed everybody. Okay, we're gonna talk about it a little bit here. And Ron also talked about it. Former member of Sin City's Deliveries. Okay, like I said, when I start adding these content creators, you direct them to this live here because I'm gonna republish it so they can understand what part of history they are involved in. Yes, it's still going to be working in certain areas. DoorDash hadn't completely shut it off. That's the reason why we're getting ready to talk about what I'm getting ready to talk about right now. Since I accidentally hit the button, ended my shift, ended my chances to deliver because I'm not a top dasher people. So I'm taking time out right now to discuss a very powerful episode this morning. All right. I did something in the community post weeks back. And I asked a question. And we're going to, oh Lord, they done bounced off that fast. But we're going to be dealing with Pedro episode, Nuggs episode, DashingTrader episode, my episode. We're going to get to that. Stay tuned. Stick with this live stream. Don't leave the scene too fast unless you're telling others, hey, man, the DoorDash revolution is telling the history of what's happening in this community. I suggest y'all pay attention to what's going on now. You can do that or you can share it. Okay. Now I'm going to go to, all right, we're going to go to my community post tab there. All right, we're going to go on down. We're going to go down a little further. Down a little further. Wow, I got to go down that far. Wait a minute now, I asked some questions. Where are they? Bingo, 2 weeks ago. Go down a little bit more further. Bingo, 3 weeks ago. We can really discuss this right here. What was my reason for asking this question? What was my reason for putting this in the poll? That's what we can really do. I asked drivers 3 weeks ago. I asked this community 3 weeks ago. Which program did drivers benefit from using the glitch? Top Dasher program, Diamond program, Earn by Time, and Earn per offer, the Doordash new tier program. Let me tell you, when I wrote this narrative right here, I already knew that people was going to say top dasher program. Already knew this here, but everybody that said that was wrong. In my case study and in my review today, as I review the information and reveal it to you, you too will realize that the earn by time and earn per offer program benefited the most from the glitch. Glitchdash got deactivated about the glitch. Nuggs got deactivated using the glitch in the earn by time and the earn per order or earn per offer. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all wasn't truthful enough in this poll here. But I knew that was going to happen, so I could put out this narrative today. I done told people many a times when I write my narratives, I already know how people going to respond. Then when you respond, I have a reaction video to my own video. I have a reaction video to others' perspective and experience. Then I have a counter reaction to my video. Already planned that in the get-go. Told you I'm a different type of content creator. Now, people talked about that how-to information videos is worthless now. There's nothing else you can tell us how to do. Okay. What about realistic how-to videos, ladies and gentlemen? How real is the things we need to know how to do? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. I'm in a total different lane than anyone that do how-to information videos or realistic how-to videos or information videos. We're getting ready to show you why. We're not bragging. Understand what I'm saying. We're not bragging here. I will be dealing with the comments a little bit later on. But we in for a treat today. It's a lot of drivers, ladies and gentlemen, do not want this information out that I'm getting ready to put out today. Okay. Now, with me saying that about the earn by time, earn per offer, there are certain content creators who want to talk to the Doordash revolution. So let's discuss this topic on our show. No. I already got a content creator that I'm going to talk to about it. I'm going to give y'all just a little snippet of what I'm talking about, what they call a sneak peek. This is Doordash version of the Prop 22. I don't need to say no more. Now, do any of the content creators that wanted to come to me about the EBT, can you talk about the Prop 22 too? I don't think that'd be a conversation we both need to have or collaborate on, unless you're on that side of California to where you know something about that. So, okay, you can scratch that off. Now, there is one content creator I would like to talk to about it because that content creator is experiencing the same exact thing I'm experiencing. I think I want to talk to that content creator about it. The reason why, because there's something going on with the EPO, ladies and gentlemen. Those that have this program in their market is complaining about it. You got a right to complain about it. Now I'm getting ready to talk about what happened yesterday evening over here, right across the street there, old Charlie. I go in, I think I got a DoorDash order from Chick-fil-A. Then I got hit with a Grubhub order for over here. On the same route, I could drop off the DoorDash order and still be on time to drop off the Grubhub order. Now, what problem to get ready to face? This place is notorious for long and longer wait time. So if it's not already ready, I'm gonna have to make a decision, an executive decision with that. This is where drivers get greedy at. This is where drivers mess up at too. This is where drivers make what you call rookie mistakes, and they supposed to be veterans as multi-appers out here. And before you know it, you done got overwhelmed. Now you are forced to dirty multi-app. Yeah, I'm gonna be coming out with a series about that too. How easily you can fall into that category real quick and you don't mean to do it. But now you done got overwhelmed. This ain't the topic of discussion for today. But that's what was happening yesterday. So no, I wasn't overwhelmed. I get over there. 3 minutes is my rule. Already knew I got to get ready and let them know it's going to be a long wait time, Grubhub, and Grubhub going to ask me, do I want to keep it or reject it? Well, we got to reject this one. I don't want to get a contract violation on the DoorDash, right? Delivery I got to do on EBT. I don't want to abuse it. Get what I'm saying? So during that time frame, a lady said, I recognize you. I said, oh. I said, I know you get ready to tell me that I favor somebody. No, that's not what I'm talking about. You got a YouTube channel. I said, maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm the wrong guy. No, you have a YouTube channel and your name is the DoorDash Revolution. Guilty as charged. I'm guilty as charged. Miss, what you need to know. I just heard you said that you are multi-app. In times like these, how are you able to multi-app? Do you have all your apps on at once? I said, that's where a lot of drivers mess up at. That's why I'm getting ready to say it, because, see, I did it during the pandemic. The distance was shorter where you could actually do it versus now. On Grubhub, the miles are longer. On Uber Eats, the miles are longer. As soon as you get a DoorDash, as soon as you get one of those orders, DoorDash flooding you with an order. So how are you able to do it successfully and don't get any contract violation? I said, man, watch what I'm getting ready to do right now. I'm getting ready to let this company know it's going to take 10 to 20 minutes, possibly 30. They're going to give me an option. Do I want to keep this order or let it go? I'm getting ready to let it go. Now, what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to shut this app off because I don't want to get no more orders coming to me until I complete this order, because I'm not greedy, you see. So we got to talking. More drivers got to coming in there complaining about the earn per offer and the EBT, but they was mainly complaining about the earn per offer. I said, okay, what's the problem here? I already knew what the problem was going to be. Well, first of all, I'm not taking a $5 order, 20 miles. That's right. You will be paying DoorDash to be on a platform if you do it. So I'm declining all them orders. I said, okay. What about the ones that's $10 for 5 miles? I'm declining them too. I'm not taking anything under $15 per order because this is the dinner rush. Another one said 20. So what about the miles then? It's got to be $3 to $5 a mile. Y'all must think y'all still in the pandemic, people. You on the EPO. How many large orders payouts y'all been getting? They looked at me like, huh? Large order payouts? What you talking about? They let me know then they was not on the large order program. They don't carry catering bags. I had a catering bag with me and showed them. Do y'all get orders where you got to fill this bag up? Huh? I knew then. They're not on the program. I asked them about shopping pay deliveries. They barely knew what they was talking about then, but they've been on the platform at least 2 years. But don't only mess around in this no-go-to zone. If you've been in this no-go-to zone for 2 years, you need to know what you're supposed to be doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you need to get out of this area and go somewhere else. So I introduced them to the channel and everything, explaining them like I'm getting ready to show you right now. Is I going to explain to you? Nope, but I'm going to show you. Because I done talked about this on every episode that I've been doing. I know you guys tired of hearing the same thing. I'm beginning to be tired, have to repeat the same thing. But I'm going to show it again. Because it might be somebody new just tapped in. And make sure right quick. We're going to go to the playlist. We're going to go straight there. First of all, somebody said, well, I'm new. I'm new. I don't know too much about YouTube. When you go to the Doordash Revolution channel, you're going to see these categories here. Home, video, shorts, live, playlist, so on and so forth. We're going to go to playlists. We're going to tap into that. You're going to see a series of my playlists right there. You want to go to the first one. This is what I'm talking about. I did a premiere edition series on Earn by Time. I'm going to do a premiere edition series volume. This volume 1. Volume 2 going to deal with the earn per offer. Okay. 2 hours worth of information, timestamps and everything. So you won't have to try to digest all of that at once. That's it right there. Okay. It's going to get a little noise around here because a lot of construction going on. That's the reason why I didn't go in the Walmart parking lot. So let's proceed on. I'm going to show you one more time. All right, you can look in the descriptions. You can find out more information on what's going on and what this video is all about, what this playlist about. Then you can go to each one of these. I should have timestamps on every last one of those videos. Okay, that's going to be enough information for you to survive doing the earn by time off. But I still have tons and tons of information that I'm not going to put on here, because I'm going to do what you call a membership course. Okay, that's going to give you the ins and outs of how to do this the right way and explain to you how Doordash done caught on to how people been playing this game. If you abuse it, you're going to lose it, which means you're going to get deactivated. We're going to talk about somebody that did get deactivated. All right. Now, since I told you that, since you understand that information, you're going to have to go through all of that to understand what I'm getting ready to tell you now. I'm trying to give you a real condensed information on the history of the Glitchgate Scandal and how relevant it's going to be in this topic today, dealing with a program called Earn by Time and Earn per Offer. We have 7 people in the chat line. Give us 7 thumbs up so people that need this information can get it. Will be appreciated right there. Because you getting some information right now, so go on, get them thumbs up because you got some information. I don't care if it was a number that alphabet A. You still got some information that helped you. Go ahead and go and put that thumbs up in there. Like I said, it'll be appreciated. All right, we're through with that. Now, what I want to really address and what we're going to do first. Also, you see this other icon right there. I just did that thumbnail on a live that I already published 2 days ago. It should be right at 270 views. Okay, Doordash cracking down on drivers. Who's next? Then I got the question mark there. I explained in that live stream. It have timestamps in there, so you don't have to sit and try to listen to the whole 1 hour. You know, you can bookmark the timestamp, come back, you know, you can listen to 15 minutes of it. You know, come back later, digest some more. Stop right there and come back later, digest some more. Okay, right there. Once again, we're going to talk about that title, that thumbnail. Doordash cracking down on drivers. I ain't gonna be able to answer this call right now. I'm gonna have to call that person back. They supposed to be asleep anyway. I see I got a few more numbers I'm gonna have to block when I get ready to do live stream. All right. And I hate to do that because you never know when it's gonna be a dire emergency. People gotta text me and let me know if it's an emergency on hand, then I will have to end the live. There's been a lot of people out here trying to sabotage my live streams by calling my number. That's the reason why now I'm telling you I'm a little bit more strict on should I give you my number or not. Google Voice and phone number, they can still call because all my numbers are linked to the Google Voice. But I can't, what I'm going to have to start doing is block everybody's phone numbers when I do a live. I really don't want to do that, but it looks like it's necessary for me to do these things because I don't like to be interrupted when I'm doing a live stream such as this. Just like I don't want to be interrupted when I'm in the pulpit preaching a sermon. Okay, so let's get back to where I was at. Ooh, I hate to do that, but I'm gonna have to. Now, how many minutes on this here? It says 12 minutes. I thought it was 4 minutes. We getting ready to find out. What I want to do is, you saw what I was talking about here. You had to go to that page, my video, check that out. Then we're going to talk about Pedro doing a video on the topic. We're going to talk about that young man there that got deactivated. And I talked about that young man getting deactivated in that video right there. I may play a little bit of that. We're going to do a review on Pedro and Nuggs talking about it. We may do a review on what Nuggs talked about it. And I may do a review on what DashingTrader said about it. And I will put in my description box, I will add every last one of these content creators. So when you look at that highlighted section there, you can go to their video and you can see it for yourself from them. All right, that's not discrediting anybody. We're putting people in the history book right now. And we're not going to exclude them out the history book. Okay. So that's giving respect to them, all of them content creators right there. And I hope they understand that. Still got to do my review. Okay. We want to go. Let me see. I think I'm going to go to mine first. If that makes sense. Let me hit the pause right there. Let me go ahead and go to the timestamp. Timestamp 36. That's where we're going to go. We're going to let you hear what my perspective is on all about this right here. Nuggs claimed that he got deactivated on Doordash. Timestamp 36. All right, we're getting ready to play it. And he said he got deactivated, and he fiddled around with this thing, didn't tell the truth why he got deactivated. DashingTrader tried to not cover it up, but try to straighten it up by using his perspective on it. Ladies and gentlemen, you ready for me to tell you what I think? This is what happened. The EBT, right? He was smart enough to know how to maximize his earnings off of it. You didn't need to use the airplane mode for that. because it raised your acceptance rating anyway. The EPO. And I'm getting ready to do a series on this, a premiere series on it. Earn per offer, right? I've been having some of the baddest experience with the EPO because it's more drivers than it is supply and demand in this city. So what happened is a lot of those orders that was EPO was originally EBT. Doordash, like, we getting tired of paying all of this high base pay. We got to pay these drivers for these no-go-to zones, and these folks not tipping. And drivers learning how to maximize their earnings on the EBT. Hold on, let me explain to you what I'm talking about. How often have us drivers been complaining about no-tip offers? How often have the no-tip, no-trip movement been campaigning against customers not tipping? DoorDash wasn't giving us a higher base pay for it back then. Base pay was low. Even if you went 7 miles out from the restaurant, DoorDash was skimming off the top of that base pay. So drivers got to complaining, saying, look, this has become a problem. We need DoorDash to raise the base pay. Also said it in many others. DoorDash Suck Brian also said that it should raise the base pay to at least $9 to $10. $8 to $9, no, $9 to $10. That's what he said. Okay. All right. Appreciate that, Hero Fix TV. This is a classic. Yes, that's where we're going to, because people need to know the history of all of this events that took place. And I'm trying to put it on this episode today, and I'm going to put them highlighted areas of all the players that was involved in this information to where you can go check it out and find out for yourself. Because I'm going to tell you, it's anywhere from 200 hours to 200,000 hours of information that don't anyone have time to try to sit here and say, I got to go back in the history that far. And I just got started on the platform today. So I'm trying to do it in a condensed way to where you can easily go to these resources of information and you can work it from there and discover truth for yourself. So yeah. So we started complaining. And that problem is DoorDash customers not tipping. You had the no tip, no trip lashing out at the customers. You have another group, which I'm involved in. We talking to DoorDash, something got to be done here about higher base pay. Now, we're going to talk to drivers about better business etiquette, quality customer service, excellent professionalism is how you get your tips in the first place and how you can get repeated clientele. This how you work around a situation like that. We bringing a solution to the table now. And no tip, no trip had put a bad taste in people's mouths. And majority of these no tip, no trip, I can't even get it together. No tip, no trip drivers that's pushing this movement act like they never been a customer either. The car that you're driving in, you had to buy that car, which means you was a customer. Food that you eat, you had to buy, that means you was a customer. The place that you stay in, whether you renting it or you owning it, you was a customer. I suggest that drivers learn how to be a customer on the DoorDash application, on these different gig apps, so you can understand what's going on, so you can get the full picture of the game. There's a lot of valuable information once you become a customer. There's a lot of valuable information you can use on that Dasher app, on that customer app, and you can find some restaurants other Dashers not oversaturating the market in. Okay, let's proceed on with this here. Then I'm gonna play theirs too. So what Nuggs was doing was when he was getting them EPO off, he could put in airplane mode. All right. His score wouldn't tank down. He could sit there and cherry pick. He can decline. Boom, until he get that bank. That's what I believe he was doing. That's how he got caught. That's how he got deactivated. If I'm wrong, he can correct me. But I don't think he can. Because you want to know why? I'm out here in these streets as well. When I do my case study, I see how drivers play their game. And like I said, I'm right here with some of the most dirtiest, most savviest players in the world right here in my market. All right, we're going to stop there. That's enough on that. That was about 2 minutes of that. Now, less than 48 hours later, Pedro got in touch with your boy, not me, Nuggs, so they can do a little counter reaction to what I was talking about. Oh, they thought I didn't catch it. I'm going to play theirs too. All right. Then after I play theirs, then I'm going to play the videos before that. Nuggs was a month ago when he got deactivated approximately, and then DashingTrader was, I think, one of the first to talk about it a month, because DashingTrader gave his perspectives too. Don't leave, because all y'all need to hear this. All right, so let's go ahead and deal with Pedro. You're very slick, Pedro, but hey, guess what? I'm smart myself. Let's hear this here.
Don't skip that ad. In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to show you how to start a business on Shopify. Go to Shopify.
No, he got the ads. I got to get them out. There we go. Now we got that.
I don't know. That's my phone went off, and I got the notification that I was deactivated. So it was within 10 minutes of completing the ads.
That's wild.
They didn't mess around.
That's crazy. And it's hard. We don't work for Doordash. I don't know a lot about coding and algorithms at all. Neither one of us are experts in that, right? But I definitely, you mentioned a second ago, it could be something maybe new that they're looking at and how they handle certain things. I definitely think that AI is a learning thing, and I think that these software engineers, they understand certain glitches, and I think they can put things in to alert them when they see certain things, suspicious activity or whatever.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to hear what he get ready to say. He's dropping some sauce right now. Hello, Tasha Green. Nice to see you this morning once again. This is some powerful information. When I republish this information, ladies and gentlemen, I probably have to do timestamps to it. This is some powerful information in the history of what I'm revealing to you. Pedro and Nuggs did this video less than 40 hours after the one I just played about my review. They got to come clean on some things. Listen and listen good. Listen to the key words to this. Listen to what they say.
Right. Let me get into a couple questions. So I've been seeing some of the comments on your video, some of the comments on the community post I put up saying, you're going to be on here, and the little short I did. And people are using the word stealing a lot. So when you hear that, what do you think? When people say, well, Nuggs stole, he should have been deactivated, he got what he got coming, like karma, and all the people in the chat right now, like, how do you feel about that?
Well, actually, I agree and disagree. I'll explain kind of what I'm thinking. So absolutely.
I got to stop it right there. How can you know what you did, right? You know what you did was shady, right? So if you get pointed out that you done something shady, how can you sit back and say, I agree that I was shady, but I disagree that I'm shady? Do that make any sense, ladies and gentlemen? Hold on, let's hear what else they got to say.
I hate these comments of people saying, oh, he got what he got coming or whatever. I did. I said that. I said that in my video. I agree. I should have been deactivated. I just got away with basically being able to make more money than I was normally, especially like my area is just ass. And so with earn by time, it doesn't matter what the tips are. I pretty much get paid like the same no matter what. So it's good. But no, I agree. I think I should have been deactivated. Stealing? I don't know. That's interesting.
Okay. The suspicious activity was how you game the system. And it was considered stealing. You knew what you did wrong. At first, you didn't admit that you even used the glitch. I just told you in the video that I played what he was doing, but he did more, much more. He got greedy. Let's hear what else they got to say.
Like, so if I'm like, let's say I worked at Wendy's. So if I'm working at Wendy's and I'm the manager and someone goes and takes a shit, people would do this. They would wait until, hear me out. They would wait until the busiest time of the day to go and take a shit. They would be in there for 30 minutes. I can't go in there and say, hurry up. They're just in there on their phone. I know they are. Like, they admitted to it, whatever. So is that stealing? You're getting paid 30 minutes extra for doing no work. So I understand that I should have been deactivated, but I think calling it stealing is a bit of a stretch. I think it's more just milking the clock, which is basically what it is. And I also want to say real quick as well that I'm not making an insane amount of money doing it my time. So people thinking, why is it like he's just, yeah, the system plays us, so we should play the system. Like, I'm not making $40 an hour.
Okay, you heard him say that we should play the system. That's how they think. Now, he later said he made $20 to $25 an hour on earned by time. Now, with the EPO deal with large orders, catering orders, diamond orders. You know, he said his market wasn't great. And I'm going to tell you why his market isn't great. I can relate to him because even though I'm in a metropolitan city, it's still a smaller market compared to other metropolitan cities, which are considered super metro areas, right? Okay, it's more drivers here. More drivers here than it is orders of supply and demand, which means we got more drivers than it is supply and demand. So when there's more drivers than it is supply and demand, you got a reduced percentage of higher payout orders, right? That means everybody not going to get them orders, right? Everybody going to be doing what? Declining them orders. Everybody going to decline. So who gets on the platform? Guess what? All the orders going to start going to the people just get to the platform. Guess what they going to do? So if everybody doing it, how are you going to get the best payouts all the time? I'm in a market where everybody do the same thing. Okay, let's finish talking about what's going on. What's up, App Appealing Life? Glad to see you here in the here today.
Like, I'm still working, and at best, I'm making 20 to 25 an hour after tips and stuff. So it's not like I'm, I don't know, ranking at hundreds of dollars from Doordash, taking them like, just milking the clock, like I would say. I'd actually like to hear your opinion, though. See, I always
so I like this. I always pooped on the clock. So we had a thing. So we both worked in restaurants. We both managed, and there was I might say it wrong, but I know somebody in the chat will put the correct sentence. There's like an old saying, like, I get paid a dime for every dollar my boss makes, so I shit on company time. There's like a little saying, right? So like it's kind of known, like cooks and waiters or waitresses and staff, like I'm gonna, I feel like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't really come out and say it, but he said it. That he got paid to take a dump, ladies and gentlemen, on the clock. There's a way to do it, the right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it. Now, earn by time you get paid. That's why App Appealing Life is in here. Earn by time. He went through some of that same experience that I'm going through with that EPO. Where EBT orders are being placed on the EPO. And you almost got to decline about 15 of them before you can get you a good payout in this market here, because I got competition here. So now you're looking crazy. Now you're trying to say, wait a minute now. I'm getting the EPO order. Base pay $2 or $2.25 or $2.50 or $2.75, maybe $3.75. And it's not a tip on it. Now, if it's a EBT, I get a higher base pay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where people is messing up at with this program. They don't know how to do it. That's why I came out with a prorated formula on how you can tell how much money you can get paid when you look at the initial offer. Check out this series I showed you earlier. I'm not going to repeat that formula anymore. I got enough videos there to do it for you. Okay. So when you do that calculation and you see it says 6.7 miles, 38 minutes, $14.50 active hour, get that $14.50 out of your mind. It's an illusion. Reason why it's an illusion, because we already been pre-programmed on that diamond order. When you see a $14.50, that's guaranteed pay. That's the reason why I came out with the next video saying guaranteed pay versus guaranteed hourly pay. There is a difference. There's a difference there. So when you do that calculation, that formula, and then you do it 22 cents times 38 minutes, you're going to know how much you're going to get paid. That's the minimum you're going to get paid per minute. You can always get paid more if you know what you're doing. You can always get paid less too if you don't know what you're doing. All right, we're going to leave that alone, ladies and gentlemen. Let y'all marinate on that a little bit. I'm going to play about 2 more minutes of this here, and y'all can go hear the rest of it later.
Companies taking advantage of me. They don't pay me enough. So when I poop, I'm taking a 30-minute poop. Like, you know, and even I'm going to sit there on my phone and I'm going to milk the clock. So I think the analogy that you use is interesting.
Yes, it is interesting. You're trying to cover up. You're trying to cover up and condone and justify that I wasn't stealing, but I was stealing. Stealing is stealing, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't change that. No matter which way they try to paint the picture. Okay, let's hear a little bit more of this here.
I think the word stealing, I don't know how to feel about it. Now, let me say this. Do I think you should have been deactivated? Yes, I do. And I think we both, you said it, you admitted it. I think when drivers do certain things that are against TOS technically, we shouldn't be surprised if we get deactivated, right? So for example, if I go off at a merchant, or if I, cuss out a customer, I got to understand that I might get away with it sometimes and I might not the other. So I think there's a lot of things that we could be deactivated for. And I think Nuggs knew that this day was either going to come, or if it did come, he was either prepared for it, or he couldn't be too mad because he understood he was taking advantage of a loophole that he found within the app, right?
Okay. He's not the only one taking advantage of that loophole. I said it in previous videos that no matter what Doordash try to do, you're going to have these dishonest drivers going to still try to find a loophole. We talked about dishonest people. In that video that I did that thumbnail on, in the one before that one, I talked about dishonest drivers, dishonest customers, dishonest merchants. Okay. So it depends on the individual. That's just like if I go and rob that man in that truck there, thinking I'm supposed to rob him and walk away and nothing happened to me, right? So the man turns around and shoots me. He finally gets to his gun and shoots me. Now I'm finna press charges on that man, but I robbed that man. Do that make any sense, ladies and gentlemen? And I think I still don't supposed to go to jail. Think about that there. All right, we're going to hear about 1 more minute of this. Then we're going to hear what DashingTrader got to say about this thing. Then we're going to hear what Nuggs said a month ago. And then what DashingTrader going to say about that situation. And you're going to understand these other 2 videos here. What he was more doing was like when the employee doesn't clock out when their shift is over to try to get some extra out. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more sauce on that, my brother. You're right. I worked in a warehouse. I'm going to tell you what they did on third shift. Third shift, once that last manager leaves, anywhere between 2 o'clock a.m. to 4:50 a.m., they would leave the job and then clock out and go home. Then they would come back and go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Man, my notifications blowing up, people blowing me up right now, but we're gonna have to talk later. Okay, they pimping the clock. Since you don't want to say that you're stealing, you're pimping the clock. Okay, so since you pimping the clock, right? What make you think you supposed to get paid to pimp the clock? You see what I'm saying? You go and you sit here, you go to the job, you lay back and look around. I'm getting paid this good $20 an hour. There's not anything to do. I'm not going to get off the clock. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to take me a dump. I'm going to eat. I'm going to get with my family. Or I'm going to go to my girlfriend's house that my wife don't know. Some folks was doing that too. And you was getting paid to do that? And you wasn't stealing? Okay, then, so you were pimping the clock. Still don't make it right. Still stealing. I don't care how you try to colorify this thing. How you try to camouflage this thing. Stealing is still stealing. People, y'all know this. Come on now. If there's 1, there's 10. If there's 10, there's 100. If there's 100, there's 1,000. If there's 1,000, there's 10,000. How many more people thought like this right here? Thought process works that same way. Woo! I'm not finished. I'm about to get ready to get rid of these men real soon. You can hear the rest of it.
Call it a glitch, a loophole, an advantage, whatever. So I do think he should be deactivated. I don't think that's, the stealing thing. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think I can understand why some people use that word because you're driving back to a spot when you've already done the work. But to your point, if they're sending you 10 miles, 15 miles out, while you have the opportunity to decline it or not, hey, you're still facilitating that order for the customer. So you're still fulfilling the customer's need. You're just taking more money from Doordash, right?
Right.
I'm going to let y'all hear the rest of this. Hey, how's it going, Jill's Chocolate? How you doing today? Glad to have you here today. This is some powerful information. Plus, I'm sharing history with you. And I'm the historian today, so I can put all these pieces of the puzzle together. So when these folks try to gaslight other people's subscribers about what didn't happen and what did happen, you're going to know what happened here. Okay. You want to know more about that episode? I'm also put their names in my description box. But that's that episode right there. Okay. Wow. And maybe we'll deal with what the people in the comment section said too. There was some powerful stuff being said. Now we're going to hear what Nuggs got to say about when he first got deactivated and he did his episode. Said DoorDash fired me. Okay, we're going to go back a little bit. You know he got them ads. I got to wait till they play.
It's very rare that the gov lets people who
all right, there we go.
Well, I'm going to try.
No, we're going to go all the way back.
All right, guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I'm going to try to keep things fairly
What's
short.
up, Huck Smash?
I already recorded this and then realized, wow, I didn't really make a lot of the points that I wanted to. So let's get straight into it. So yeah, is this recording the way? No, it's not. So yes, I did get deactivated from Doordash. Now, a lot of you might make assumptions as to why. I'm going to tell you the exact reason why. It's not a surprise. Basically, it happened live in front of me, so...
You're right, Appealing Life, you're right. Let me see what you just got through saying. You said, once the order is delivered, you are no longer facilitating an order. They clearly state that the pay is based on the active time on the order. That is correct. Now, this is the gentleman I want to also discuss about that EBT. He's the content creator I was talking about because we went through similar situations, similar experience, similar circumstances. Now, I will also be talking about DoorDash version of the Prop 22 without the Prop 22 full benefits. I got to talk to a California driver about that. Isn't that right? So we'll see about that there. So we're going to talk about it. He knows a lot about it. He's experiencing what I'm experiencing. And he can relate to how this thing happened. But people, they was using the glitch and they benefited most off of this right here program. Because The greedy ones used it on EBT as well as EPO. I'm not going to take that. They already knew the formula. It's a lot of drivers out here knew that formula that I put out there. You think I was the only one who knew that formula? You think I created that formula? That formula was already set in place. I just discovered it for myself. Here's the formula. $14.50 times 60 minutes is what? Then it's 0 point whatever it is. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now. We're going to do it right now. $14.50 divided by 60 minutes. Hold on, I did something wrong. 24 cents, ladies and gentlemen, all the way to infinity. Okay, so you times that by 38 minutes, and it's going to be $9.18, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, when I see that order, all I need to do is see the mile in the minute. I already know the formula. I already know I'm going to at least get paid $9.18 for that order, or I can make more. I'm not going to make less. I'm going to make more due to circumstances. I'm going to go to the restaurants that are the busiest and that has the longer wait times, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you legally do it. Legally do it. I'm going here and I know right over there, I'm going to be over there for 45 minutes. It took me 10 minutes to get there. Do I need to send more? Okay. I think everybody understands that. That's why you can make more on the EBT. But when you got people playing the game dirty and know the formula and then sit here and use the airplane mode, and the airplane mode keep their rankings from getting tanked, it was going up on one feature and it was keep you the same on another feature, which means you wasn't going down. Up on one, not going down on the other. Tell me you're not stealing. Tell me you're not stealing. Your boy, the Doordash Revolution, that's the reason why we got to still talk about this Glitchgate Scandal. Feel what I'm saying? So people can understand how detrimental it was to drivers that didn't know about this going on. So they was pimping the clock, pimping the game, and pimping you, which was you were their competition. That's why drivers sit up here throwing the white flags out to the surrender flag. I'm quitting DoorDash. I'm quitting DoorDash because of these type of drivers that are out here in the world. Okay, I don't care if they do get mad with that no tip, no trip. See? These are the drivers that I call the thirsty drivers that are the pandemic drivers. And I'm going to let them know today, the pandemic honeymoon phase is over. It's over, people. You hurting it where it's going to be harder for drivers to maintain on the platform, including you. And you, and you, and you. Shame on them. See, called himself trying to do a counter reaction to what I was doing on my video. Didn't know I was going to come back with a counter on that because I planned it like that. That's why they say I'm controversial. That's why they say I with the drama, because I tell the truth. That's why. Now we're going to hear what else he said.
A surprise. Basically happened live in front of me. So yeah, it did happen from yesterday. I did an order. I'll just get straight into it. So the reason I got deactivated was because a customer was really making me angry, and so I just whipped out my penis and pissed all over him. Okay, that's not what happened, but that probably would get you deactivated. So what actually happened is I delivered an order on Earn My Time, and I'll just tell you kind of the strategy that sometimes I use when I'm doing Earn My Time. So a lot of it's not right, but it's what I do. So what I do on Earn My Time is sometimes I'll take an order, and if it's going, let's say, 10 miles, and there's no restaurants anywhere near the customer at all. So like the drop-off point is just basically in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. I will actually run the order. I'll text the customer first to make sure they get their food, either hand it to them or leave it at the door and text them like, hey, your order's been delivered. And then I'll drive all the way back to my zone. So a lot of times if I'm taking an order that's 20 minutes out, I'll get paid for that extra 20 minutes on Earn My Time. So whatever, what is that, $5 or $4? Because my Earn My Time's like 14 an hour. So that's basically what I normally do. I've done this.
Ladies and gentlemen, he knew what the formula was. He knew what the formula was. He just got through telling you he knew what the formula was, but he did something wrong. I'm gonna let DashingTrader tell you what he did wrong, because I'm gonna stop him right now. I'm getting ready to play DashingTrader video. This is not to insult these men, but that's just like me committing a crime, and I'm justifying why I did the crime, and I shouldn't get punished for the crime. You understand what I'm saying? Then the man turned around, he did an appeal with Doordash. Y'all had to go look at his video, said Doordash fired me, because I'm not going to play this whole video. After 3 years working with Doordash, okay, you knew the formula. Reason why you did that. Now, I'm in this program. I never did that. I took orders far away like that there. I didn't sit there and wait and let the customer know I dropped the order off, then drive back to where I can get some orders at before I hit confirm. I don't know how he didn't get caught in the first place. Yes, I do. He used the airplane mode. The glitch. That's what he did, ladies and gentlemen. He used the glitch, which is the airplane mode. He got incognito under the radar. Doordash couldn't see where he was at. Let me go on and get off of him. If you want to continue on looking at, he got 8 minutes of the video. You want to look at him? Here it is right here. Doordash fired me. We got a lot of dishonest people in the world, ladies and gentlemen. This is not to make them look bad. They made themselves look bad. They didn't thought I was going to do a review. They thought they were going to slick. Okay, we're going to counter what Doordash Revolution said. How dare them? And then I didn't thought I was going to catch this. They're going to stop stepping on my content. When I write my content, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say it again. I'm writing the narrative. Already know how certain people going to respond. Already know how to react to my own video. Already know if certain people going to respond, how they going to react. I'm going to counter-react them and counter-react my own video. I'm just real like that. And that's why a lot of them don't like the Doordash Revolution. That's why a lot of them say I'm controversial. That's why a lot of them say I bring drama. When you try to be slick and try to sit there and say, okay, we're going to step on this content, and you think I don't know about it, I'm going to come right back around and show you that I know. And then we're going to review that. Now, they know that wasn't right. Anybody in their right mind know that wasn't right. Let's go ahead and then he had the audacity, ladies and gentlemen, to do an appeal. But you can go ahead and look at the rest of that, and you'll discover truth for yourself. Now, DashingTrader, my boy, I like how he did his thing on this one here. I like how he did his review on this thing, right? And I got to give him a salute. All right, DashingTrader, he got ads too, so hold on. I gotta wait. Nice little beat there. Let me pull that thing back. This is a review.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm your boy, the DashingTrader, and I know you're not used to getting this many videos in one day, but guess what? That's how you get them today. So yesterday when I was out dashing, I was doing my thing, waiting on orders, and I got a little notification, and it was a YouTube notification from a channel that I'm very familiar with, Nuggs. Boom, so I click on it. Nuggs say Doordash fired me after 3 years. So I had to click on it and see what was going on. And man, I have to tell you right now,
he wild though.
This is a video that I thought I would never see because I was like, dang, I thought everything was on the up and up. That's not the case. So
you got his music in there.
Let y'all watch some of the video.
I know what I got to do.
My thoughts and opinions on what transpired. Before we get started, I want to say shout out to Nuggs. I met this young man in person. Seems like a great guy, stand-up individual. And even though I don't agree with what he was using to earn my time system and the way that he was using the app, he still seemed like a cool guy, and this ain't no shot to him. This is just, to inform the community about what's going on. And on top of that, my man's already said that he ain't trying to focus on DoorDash content no more. So if you are a subscriber of Nuggs, feel free to come on over to the Doordash DashingTrader FBA channel, because I post daily DoorDash content, and this can be your new home for DoorDash content since Nuggs is an artist.
Well, he had to advertise himself. I see he got a little music in the background. I'll do something about that later on. Go ahead. We're going to hear what he got to say.
Customer's address, which I believe is probably where he had the issues at, and that's probably a breach of terms of service. And I think what I'm understanding him say is he would drop off the order, but wait till he drive all the way back to the merchant 10 miles away and then confirm the order. So you talking about, let me make sure I'm hearing this correctly. So he's saying he's getting paid for the extra 20 minutes driving back. So this is probably where we having the issue at. And if you want to earn by time, I would advise you not do this first and foremost, just like he's saying in the video. That's why he wasn't sharing this with the community and letting it be known that he was doing this. But obviously, common sense could tell you, if they only trying to pay you for active time and you are exploiting the system, making it seem like your active time is more than what it actually is, of course, after they catch wind of that, you're going to get you're going to get caught sooner or later. You're going to get deactivated for that. And that's pretty much what happened here. And it's pretty unfortunate, but obviously, at this point, Nuggs don't care about DoorDash. But the simple fact is, if you a DoorDash driver out there and you do need DoorDash to make your money, this would be something you want to make sure you stand away from. So if you're having service issues at the drop-off and you're not able to confirm it, you want to make sure you're doing that as soon as possible. And if not, make sure you get on the phone with support so that they can go ahead and straighten that out, so you don't encounter any issues where they think you may be exploiting the earn by time feature on the DoorDash app. Now, Nuggs say he's been doing this for a while here, and that ain't none of my business. But I'm just saying, I don't think it's a wise thing to be doing, exploiting the system like that. Basically, but look, at the same time, I'm not saying I agree with what he did, but I'm not saying that DoorDash don't exploit its drivers on the flip side. But obviously, this behavior can get you deactivated, so you probably want to steer clear and be very cautious when it comes to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to have to do some editing to this video. But you want to find out more? You can go right there to his channel. Okay. Now, when I get ready to republish this video, because I am going to have to do some editing to this video, but I will be putting @ to every one of these guys. Matter of fact, they're going to be in my timestamp like I did the last one, like I did with @ major deliveries. Do it like that, then boom, you can touch that bad boy. Then you can see their channel. You can find this information. That's how we do it. We got to include the people in the history. We can't leave nobody out of the history books, ladies and gentlemen. See what I'm saying? But I am going to have to edit this one. This video here, my video. I ain't talking about his. I'm gonna have to edit my video. I got to put my words in there. I got to edit certain things, cut things, trim things. You know what I mean? Then do my thumbnail thing. Now, what I want to do real quick is I want to go over some of the comments that people made on Pedro's show. When him and Nuggs talked, it was I think, what was it, 174 comments? We're not going to go over all of those. We is going to go over a few, though. And we're going to talk about that. All right, let's do that right quick. See, we got to stop putting the bad taste in people's mouth as drivers. I'm going to tell you now, there's a right way to do things, there's a wrong way to do things. Believe it or not, a lot of these changes that's happening on DoorDash is because of drivers, how we present the information. And the information we presented is it's a problem here. And we gave them a possible solution. Some of these updates let me know that DoorDash did rectify just a little of those complaints that we had. Notice I said little. DoorDash got game too, people. They're gonna micromanage your money. which means they're going to count your money. You don't watch it, they're going to count it better than you. How many drivers knew about that formula I was talking about? Not many. Those that knew it seen the way they could wash their hands. There's a right way to do it. There's a wrong way to do it. Now, I put that formula out there to help drivers maximize their earnings. But if you's a dishonest driver, there goes the neighborhood. That's just like if I was doing martial art training. I'm training them, showing the discipline, the bylaws of my federation and all of that they had to abide by and stuff. And then two of them decide they want to do criminal activities with it. The martial art training that I showed them. Okay. Let's go ahead and go in the comments section. Not the one in the live chat yet. I know Reese been talking back and forth with people. Appealing Life been talking back and forth. Tasha Green, one of our moderators, she was in there as well. Huck Smash, Hero Fix, and so on and so forth. I'm going to go down that list in a minute. I want to, well, you guys already, let's see. You already seen that video. That video came 2 days out, 2 days, which was 1 day after my video, which was a response. They're going to say, no, we wasn't responding to you. We didn't even know you exist. They're lying because when Pedro do stuff and he kind of step on my content a little bit, it'd be less than 48 hours. Okay. All right. So now, let's go to what a commenter said. And I'm gonna read them comments right there. One person said, I love Nuggs and his content, but at the end of the day, he was stealing. There will be at Shorty by Mike. Once again, Shorty by Mike said these words here. I love Nuggs and his content, but at the end of the day, he was stealing. Now, the other person, I can't tell what is that. First of all, it's not a time glitch. If a driver is making deliveries more than 10 minutes after they delivered purposely to squeeze a few more dollars through the EBT or prop, it's stealing. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony, look like Leonard. This is what he said. Boss make $1, I make a dime. That's why, yeah, he said he poop on time. He's one of them. Then M.E. Edwards said, yeah, it's stealing. It's stealing. All right, let's see what somebody else said. This is the comment, the people that commented on Pedro channel. This is what they were saying. You don't believe me? Go, you'll see it. You see it for yourself. All right, let's go ahead and let's dive into this a little bit more deep. Timothy Slaughter. Yes, you didn't thought you was gonna hit the grand slam of the day on one of these, but you've been trying hard, but you're here today. Not much of a glitch or hack if you get deactivated. More like a way to get fired. There's a lot of ways to do it, Nubs. Good riddance. Timothy Slaughter said that. And me and him be going back and forth on certain things, but we get the understanding of what's going on. So right here it says, I think it's funny. I ran into a fellow dasher and he was asking me to do, I remember by time and by order and said to do my order and you ought to do your own time. That's what another commenter said. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what we get ready to do now. We're getting ready to go to the next. Getting ready to go to the next. That was 5-0. I guess they called. They're not open yet. I guess they called him and said, check the driver out that's sitting in the parking lot. They do that kind of thing when certain drivers in this area, if you know what I mean. He looked down. He see me doing my recording, my video, all that good stuff. All right, here we go. Once again, we're going to read another commenter. Seem like the concept of earned by time is just flawed and too tempting for dashers to abuse it. So DD cracks down much extra on milking the clock. Appreciate that, Ed Ball, for your comment. That's the reason why I titled it Doordash cracking down on dishonest drivers and others. Doordash cracking down on delivery drivers. These are the people, subscribers, drivers just like you and I, audience. These are their perspective on what's right and what's wrong. We need to listen to the voice of the people, ladies and gentlemen. One hell of a way of making a living, knowing no matter how hard you try, you could be deactivated for any number of crazy things. No way to live your life. See what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? You know, Pedro had to address this. He had to address it because he had a lot of people that didn't agree with that. You couldn't snowball these people. You see, so he just like he said, he had to address it. It was 174 comments, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna go over one more and then that's the same one. Hold on. Okay. I didn't get a chance to get the full one on this one, but this is what they said. I've seen more people comment stuff basically saying it's just DoorDash. Who cares? For me personally, I would care if I got deactivated from DoorDash. I have a respiratory issue, so I have a lot of trouble doing a warehouse job or a factory job, or even working in a place like Walmart, a fast foods place, Uber Eats. I only get maybe one order a day on there. With Grubhub, I may get 3 to 5 a day. If I get 5, those might pay $40 to $50. With DoorDash, I constantly make $102 from $150 to $200 a day. Instacart isn't a thing in my town. I could do it, but I have to make about 45-minute drive to another town. So DoorDash is important to me at the moment because they provide me the most income for what I'm physically capable of doing at the moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You know, their content creator said that we need to stop talking about Glitchgate. And I can name them. I got them on a list. I can name them, but I'm not going to do that. It's not necessary to do that. But now you see why it was relevant that the DoorDash revolution go ahead and tie everything up, then put a bow tie on it and give you a summary report of the before and after. The before effects was how it was hurting other drivers. The after effects is how it's affecting these drivers. Mic drop, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm gonna get ready to see, can I get back out here on the grind? Just before I do that, I'm gonna look at the comment section, see can I. It won't let me pull them all down. HotFactsWithRobertReese, Hero Fix TV said good morning, brother. Smash said good morning, D-Rail. HotFacts said morning. I forgot. We already addressed that. Yes, many a times. I love you for that. I love you too, my brother. You know, that's what it's all about. It's just that simple. You know, talk about the weather here, 45 there in Moreno Valley, 65 in Columbia, South Carolina. Huck Smash, I didn't know you was living in the same city with Geezer. Okay. Glitch is still in effect in Arizona, but not in Chicago. That is Hero Fix TV. That was a classic live stream, a lots of game. I appreciate you, Hero Fix TV. Okay, you are killing it. Then Tasha Green said, good afternoon, everyone. HotFactsWithRobertReese. He knows exactly what he did. What's up, App Life? Yeah, he's in here. Yeah, I got to give a salute to My Appealing Life and everything. Appreciate you for coming in on our live stream today, brother, and everything. Now you see how this brother over here gets down. Now, hey, what's up, brother? How are you doing? What's up, Reese? How are you doing, my brother? Everybody doing well. What he was more doing, this is App Appealing Life, was like when an employee doesn't clock out, when their shift is over, and try to get some extra money for the hours. Yes, and then I went on and broke it down about the ones that was doing it on third shift, and he also related to that. Hook Smash says, speak it, brother Rev. And then Appealing Life said, what once the order is delivered, you are no longer are facilitating an order. They clearly state that you get paid based on the active time. That is correct on an order. Okay, appreciate you for that, brother. And we got Jill Chocolate Boutique in here. Hold on. She was like, wow, I didn't know all of this was going on. Yes. She also do chocolate, ladies and gentlemen, chocolate and everything. I'm gonna get with her to find out, do she do a chocolate packages and everything, and do she mail them out and stuff. I'm gonna get with her on that. If you want to find out more about Jill's chocolate, all you gotta do is go on her YouTube channel. Okay, Huck Smash said, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That is correct, my brother. That is correct. That is correct. Okay, Hero TV said, you Glitch Dash and Doordash suck. Brian are the only ones keeping it real. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, brother. And then Hot Facts said, get them. You know, I have to do this history episode because, see, there are going to be content creators one day in this community going to reach the Hall of Fame in this community. And I said it's going to be someone that's going to reach the wall of shame in this community as well. We got a lot of history here. And somebody got to be the historian, okay, and put all these pieces together as best as we can. That's why I'm here, you see. And like I said, when I at these different content creators and they want to know why I at them, I'm also probably clip this in the short so they can get that information, because people need to know how relevant you was in history in the gig economy. That's what it's about. It's not throwing shade, not making anybody look bad, but hey, the truth sometimes, the good, bad, and ugly comes with that territory. Drama comes with that territory. So people need to know the truth, then they can discover it for themselves. They can make their own perspective and decisions on, okay, this is what it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to move around, not because 5-0 is there, but I got to make my money. But he also understood because he looked all in here. He looked at me looking through the screen. He's still looking at me. He noticed he can hear me. I talk loud. He know that I'm doing a YouTube live stream episode. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, check out my Appealing Life. Subscribe to his channel, ladies and gentlemen. He got good things going on. Check him out. Check out Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Those that don't know, check him out. Check out Jill's Chocolate. Check her out as well, because, you know, I got some questions to ask her because she do them chocolates and all of that. And I'm going to get with her. So I thank everybody for being here today in this live stream. You know, I felt that it was my duty and my responsibility to get the history facts for you. So can't nobody lie around certain things. So you can go to these resources that I got this information from. No problem, brother. No problem. No problem. That's what we do, man. You know, we get with each other, man, support each other. And another thing I'm getting ready to put out there too. Smaller channels, stop depending on the big boys to try to help collaborate you and help you get to 1,000 subscribers. Quit depending on that. It's enough for us that we can collaborate with each other and we can get there together as a team. No problem, Huck Smash, no problem. I was talking to a content creator the other day in this city here. You know, they was talking about Pedro, and they was talking about, man, I'm a no-tip, no-trip person and all of this. And I'm going to buy a Pedro t-shirt and everything so Pedro can recognize me. I said, look, man, you don't believe in yourself? You don't believe that you can get to 1,000 subscribers yourself? You don't believe in talking to all these drivers here, sharing some ideas with these drivers? You don't believe in talking to none of the businesses here to get recognized and recognition and be noticed? You don't believe in supporting businesses in the community? You got to make yourself known through people. You can do it yourself. You don't have to depend on these larger content creators to do it for you. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that lady. You can do it yourself. And I'm telling it to you off the muscle. Just as simple as that. So that's the reason why many times when they said go to this content creator's channel cause he big, I said no. That's why. And that's why I'm traveling in the direction I'm traveling in. Long as you get with the people and ask the questions the people want answers to, give them the realistic information about this gig life that we all can relate to. Hey, I'm right now, I'm planting seeds. I'm sowing seeds. That's all I'm doing, sowing seeds. God gonna give the increase. God gonna give the increase. And if I wanted to be monetized, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm getting ready to tell you. I didn't have to wait to get 1,000 subscribers. I didn't have to wait to get 4,000 watch hours. All I had to do was build me a website. All I had to do is sell some merch. All I had to do is do my courses, sell my courses on there. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Light bulbs should be coming on in some people's rooms right now. You are responsible for promoting your brand, not nobody else. You are responsible for promoting your brand, not anybody else. Now put in some work. Quit trying to leech off of somebody else. Can't get no realer than that. Can't get no realer than that. You know. And then watch them start knocking on your door. Give me that interview. Give me that opportunity. I want to follow your lead. I know what I'm talking about, people. Keep doing you. Sooner or later, he's going to put them right people in the place for you, for your success. What comes from the heart reaches the heart. What defines the character of a human being? Behavior, attitude, and personality. Doesn't matter if you're rich. Doesn't matter if you're poor. Doesn't matter if you're white. Doesn't matter if you're black. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. What defines the character of a human being? Behavior, personality, attitude. Put in the work, people, and keep it real. I just told you if I wanted to be monetized, that's the route I would have done it. Yes, of course I want to be monetized on YouTube in due time. But somebody got to write the record book. Somebody got to set the record straight. Somebody got to have a record so people can go back. Yeah, Reese, go ahead and put in the links. You're doing the right thing. Go ahead and put the links in, brother. You, Appealing Life. Where's Jill's Chocolate? She in here too. Put those people links up for me before I get ready and go. And I knew this one was gonna be on fire. Cause it was on fire when I was putting it together. I was like, I gotta get this video out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get it out. Support our small businesses, ladies and gentlemen. Support and promote our small black businesses and people of color as well. And trust me, they will support you. So if there's not anything else, ladies and gentlemen, take care, make your money. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And I enjoyed giving it to you. Just before I go, I'm going to get ready to start doing a Friday's edition of the Take It to the Streets live morning show, where I will be putting on here on the panel, giving, viewers, subscribers that want to be able to talk. And we're going to discuss topics that commenters then put in the comment section. I got to start addressing the people that gives me feedback, gives me support, gives me their perspective on the things that they can relate to off of the experience that they going through in this gig life. Okay. I appreciate everyone. Love y'all. God bless you. Take care. And we'll see you in the next video.